Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a quick, cozy little color along using these adorable mini books. Now you can't get these on Amazon yet. You can get them on the Coco Wyo website, which actually goes to their TikTok shop. But they should be on Amazon any day now, I'm sure. That said, I got like a 2-pack of them. I have been filming these like little color alongs on my quiet coloring channel, so you can go over there and take a look-see if you're curious. But today we are coloring one with the Crayola alcohol markers as a little color along, kind of as a demo too. So this book comes with like this little cute page protector, and the paper's actually like really thick and nice, so there's that. But I was thinking, what did I want to color? I just wanted to do something simple and yet still fun. I was kind of like leaning towards the French fries, but I was like, will that really show you what these markers can do? But then I thought, well, we could always do other stuff later. Ooh, the cupcake might be fun. Yeah, let's do the cupcake. Okay, so we're going to do the cupcake, and I'm going to take my little page protector and slide that in there. Got that in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Crayola alcohol markers. As you guys know, we did a video on these bad boys, but here they are. Gotta get all the swatch cards out though. The hard thing is like the swatch cards on the side. Okay. And then just flip it onto its side here because it has that handy little feature. Alright. So we've got all of our swatches, oops, and the best way to test a product is to use it for real. So let's start with a cherry. Alright, and this is going to be a cozy coloring technique, which means it's going to be easy peasy. So R348, CP10, that would probably be a good place to start. I'll zoom you in a little. I have actually colored with these, but still, I'm going to start with my lightest color. Now, CP10 is right there. I'm just going to color in the whole cherry. Okay. One thing that's hard is like, I'm used to Ohuhu, and this will be the brush, but it's the bullet nib. I'm going to set that off to the side for a sec because you want things dry. So let's do the frosting while we're waiting. The frosting I kind of want to do in like a very light pink, maybe, but not too light. Ooh, let's see, this LP7. Their numbering system, by the way, because I was trying to color a page, is driving me absolutely insane. So that's one drawback, is the numbering system. I can't even find this LP7, and these are all sitting right in front of me. LP7, where did you go? Well, oh, there it is. Okay, LP7, and the lids don't always match either. And then maybe we do LP7. Let's do FR21. Okay, LP7, FR21. We're just doing 2 color blends on this tiny little space. And then let's do purple for the sprinkles. So for the sprinkles, let's grab PV3, and then we'll grab MV17, okay, and then for this little thing down here, I want to kind of also stick to a purple, but maybe like a darker purple, so we could do that would not be too bad, but I really want to do purples. Let's do like this DR, or actually, I guess we could do a green, like a teal or a green, because I want to give you guys a good color range. So let's do that. Let's do like a teal, and we could even do like a sprinkle or two in that. So let's grab the GB11 and maybe this BG9, and just to be safe, AQ56. Okay. If you have these, you can join me. Okay, so next step would be to take our R348, and hey, if you don't have Crayola, you can use something else. Now I'm going to say my light source is coming from this direction because, well, that's what I feel like. Now I'm just going to take my CP10 and blend it out a little. Like I said, this is really nice paper. And then just kind of go back over it again with my R348. This is a good like demo and test of these markers. Actually kind of enjoying them. Okay, now we need to do our frosting, but then I was like thinking, should I do a teal frosting instead? Or a purple? But no, I think I'll keep it pink on top. Okay, so we'll take our lightest color, which is the LP7, and we're just going to go fill this in. Consider this a quick, cozy coloring tutorial too, if you're not used to this style of coloring. It's all the rage these days. Or is it rave? I always get it confused. I want to say rage. That seems weird. Either way. Now, let's see. I was going to do a swatching of pencils, but then I thought, well, let's do a demo of these markers. And we're going to do this way, but then also I'll do a more complex page later. But a quick little cozy coloring tutorial using Crayola. Nothing wrong with that. We'll let that dry. Let's take our lighter color over here for the sprinkles. What was that, PV3? Yep, PV3. Okay, so this is PV3. We're just going to color in our sprinkles real quick. The reason you don't want to put your lines while it's wet is because then it doesn't show your lines very well. Okay, now for this little guy, this is going to take a minute, so we're going to start our layers now. So take our lightest color, which is BG9, and fill that in. I will say, as I've been coloring with these, there's a few things that, you know, I've kind of missed. A couple colors that I feel are kind of missing. But here's the thing, I mean, it's still a good amount of markers, so okay. Now I've got our base coats down, and always when you're trying to see if it's dry, check the back. It feels damp on the back too. You want top and back. Okay, so let's go back to our frosting. So now we're going to take the FR21 brush nib always, and we're going to kind of put some shading where everything is. Okay. Oops, one of the lines. Let's see if their colorless blender does a good job. You can sometimes push the color back in. Ooh, it worked. Haha. Zoom me in a little more. Okay. So, and obviously there's going to be, because my light's coming from here, a shadow from my cherry, right? Do you have to do a second layer? No, I am. So I'm taking my LP7, blending it out a little. Now, if I were to be doing a page that wasn't doing the, as they call, cozy coloring, then I would be actually doing a lot more blending. But really, we're just adding shadows. The only reason I'm blending it out a little is because some of these colors are a bigger leap. This color palette does have plenty of colors that are close enough though, so that part's nice. Now I'm taking my darker color, and you're probably thinking, well, why can you do it wet now? The lines are already there. I'm just kind of reinforcing them at this point. The lines are there. Okay. And then I forgot that there would be a shadow there under that little sprinkle guy. Shadow there. Okay. And then let's see. All right, so we got our frosting. Now let's take our dark purple color, which is MV17, and we're just going to add, I'm using the bullet nib for this side, but I'm just going to add some shadows to the bottom of my sprinkles here. Okay. Now we're on to the second color, which is for our cupcake liner, AQ56. I don't know if I'm going to use my darker one. This one actually looks like it's doing just fine and dandy, but I mean, here's how I look at it. You're going to obviously have a shadow under the frosting, okay? The light's coming down. You're going to have shadows here, and here, and here, because why? Well, there's divots in the cupcake liner. And then I'm going to have this one curve around. I don't like squared off lines, to each their own on that one. And this one here, and then because the light is coming the other direction, okay. Now I'm gonna just go back over it with my lightest color, which was that BG9, over the whole thing to kind of blend it out a little. Now, there are acrylic paint pens from Crayola. I just haven't gotten them yet to test them out. Now, this is all wet, I know, so it's kind of like you can't see the shading very well, and you're probably thinking, oh, is it there? It's there, it's just wet. You gotta let it dry. But we are going to go ahead and add our white accents. So you can use acrylic paint pens. I think I'm going to use a jelly roll in this case. So I'm going to take my jelly roll pen and just do a line here to show the nice little shine on my cherry. And then I'm going to do one here, here, here. You'd be surprised how much like little highlights do for this type of coloring. I'm not even kidding you. Like, the first time I was doing this type of coloring, I was like, oh, it looks fine. But then I added highlights and I was like, oh wow, it looks so much better. And then I can add like little highlights to my sprinkles. Do you have to be this crazy about it? Of course not. This is your page. Might even add a little dot there. All right. And look, we just colored a cupcake. And it's done using the Crayola alcohol markers. So there you go. That is a demo, of course. We have so many other things to do. I'd love to know if you ended up buying these, what you've thought about them, and of course, you know, are you going to color with them? Have you tried them in these types of books? And yeah, until next time, everyone, take care. Bye now.